Today we have our new topic as fractions. So before having a glance on it, let me tell you one thing, that is in grade 4 we have got introduced to basic level, okay, basic level of fractions, in which we will cover today all these basic levels also. So we have proper, improper fractions, mixed fractions, just to recognize, okay, how these fractions are, and to recognize, to compare, and simple calculations were done. So before calculations, it was also there were like fractions and unlike fractions, which are supposed to be converted, so that we can operate, or we can add or subtract some fractions. So this lesson, fraction lesson, will be subsequently connected to decimal lesson. So it was just an introduction in grade 4, which I will cover in this lesson today. And this video that I'm uploading today is for grade 5 level. So in grade 5, we will get detailed exercises to solve. Some story sums will be there. And of course, this lesson will also followed by the decimal lesson, in which we will learn conversion of decimals to fractions and vice versa. And the same lesson, same topics will also be helpful in grade 6. So make sure to be attentive for understanding the basic level, so that again it should not be repeated. Otherwise, for repeating again and again, the student gets bored and doesn't like to listen at all. So if you won't listen properly, and if you're not interested, then it is not possible to learn. So for grade 6 also, this lesson will be repeated, but it will be in a little bit detailed, and critical problems will also be there to solve. And again, yes, this lesson will be followed by decimals, and one more lesson will be there, ratio and proportion, in grade 6. So all these lessons are connected. Initially you will feel that, yeah, it is a little bit boring, but it is not actually, if you understand the basic level. Okay, so let's have a glance, have a look on this lesson. What are fractions? Okay, so now fraction is a part or small part. It's a tiny proportion of something that is whole. Okay, so it is simply any object or any numerical forms. We will see how it is useful. Okay, for example, we have pictorial form of objects over here. So first we'll see this thing. We have this object as a circle, okay, this object as a circle, and this one triangle, rectangle, and again a circle. So how it is different, I'll tell you. So one circle, that first one we have. Now this particular object is divided into equal portions. Okay. So what is a fraction? Fraction is one particular object which is divided into equal portion. Okay. Which is a part of a particular whole thing. Okay. Whole object is called as a fraction. So here we have one circle which are divided in 4 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is one more object, that is triangle. Again, this is divided in 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the divisions that has been done out of one object. Okay, so one object that has 4 equal parts. One triangle that has 4 equal parts, that has been divided in 4 equal parts. Okay. Now, next we have again a rectangle which is divided in 10 equal parts. But out of these 10 portions, only 4 parts, 4 equal parts has been shaded. Okay. So we will say 4 out of 10 has been shaded. So this is how we mention, this is how we say in general form, generally, when we communicate, when we speak, we say. Okay, so it is like in real life also, when we are saying such kind of statements that 4 out of 10 equal parts has been shaded, it is actually we are mentioning about the fractions, okay, which is a part of something, which is a proportion of something, okay. So here we have one more circle that we see. It is divided in 3 equal parts, okay. Out of these 3 equal parts, total divisions are how many? 3. And out of these 3 equal parts, 2 are shaded. So we'll say 2 out of 3 equal parts has been used or consumed. Or you can say 2 out of 3 equal parts are shaded. So this is how we mention in real life when we speak or communicate or say something, the statements that we make. Okay, so actually we are mentioning about fractions only. So fractions can be written in vertical form and in horizontal also. So it's not a difference, nothing is the difference in this, it's just a way of writing. So in vertical form we write, there's a line, horizontal bar, okay, which is called as fraction bar. Above that, there will be the number, which is called as numerator, and below the number will be called as denominator. So we denote this fraction as 1 upon 2 or 1 by 2 or one whole object is divided by 2. So you can say 1 divided by 2, 1 upon 2 or 1 by 2. Okay. So in numerical form, we write like this. So 4 out of 8, okay. 4 out of 8 objects, sorry, 4 out of 8 portions are shaded, you can say. So this is how we write in vertical form, and in horizontal form we say one, same way one, but it is oblique or slash has been used over here. So 1/2, 1/3, 1/4. So this slash or oblique that we have used, we can denote when we type something, type fractions in a digital, right, like laptop or in any other gadget. So we write like this. So this is the same thing, horizontal form or vertical form. Don't get confused. Or sometimes we see in our textbooks also, the fractions are written in this form. Okay. So it is just a matter of typing, like how we wanted to. When we document these text in textbooks, we find the fractions in this way, horizontal form. So it is same thing. This here we in vertical form we have horizontal bar, and in horizontal form we have obliques. Okay, same fraction bar is called as it's not called as, where fraction bar is denoted in oblique or slash bar. So 1 upon 2 is, you know, that one particular object is divided in 2 equal parts is called as half. One particular object that is divided in 4 equal parts is called as quarter. So we can say half or quarter as well. And sometimes like 1/3 is written. So we can use ordinal methods of saying. So ordinal representation is called as 1/3, or you can say 1/4. Okay, 1/2 we will never say, we will say 1/2 or half. Okay, we will never say we will never say ordinal representation of 1/2. Okay, we can either say half or 1/2 or 1/2. For 3/4, we can say 3/4, 3/4. Okay, so this way we can also use ordinal representation. Okay, so let's see. So here we saw the pictorial form where I wanted to mention why I have shown you the way of writing the fractions is this particular figure is 1 whole, and 1 upon 4, how many parts are divided? 4 parts. So 1 upon 4, or 1/4 you can say, or 1/4. Okay, same way here also, 1 upon 4, because 1 is this is the whole one triangle, and it is divided in 4 equal parts. So we will say similarly, like this circle is divided in 4 parts, we will represent this triangle as well, also 1/4. Here, there will be different way of representing the fraction. Like for example, we have this one whole object as a rectangle, and this rectangle has 10 equal parts. That means 1/10. But out of these 10, we have used how many parts that has been shaded? 4. So 4/10 we will actually say. Same way we have this circle, three parts. So 2 out of 3 of parts, 2/3 or 2/3. Now this pictorial form was easy to understand. Now we will also see how it is represented, this thing, in a number line form. So in number line form, we have a little bit different from 0 to 1 position. Okay, we how many divisions that we have made? Okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So from 0 position, okay, it is only divided over here. We have not used anything. Okay, we have not shaded anything. So there is a empty circle in the beginning. Okay, so when we move, we jump towards the one whole, we will see 1 out of these 4 portions is shaded. So this is what this makes the fraction 1/4 or 1/4, or 1 circle is divided by 4. Next, if we move ahead, we'll see there are 2 portions out of these 4 divisions that has been shaded. So we will say 2/4. When we jump ahead, we'll see there are 3 portions has been shaded out of 4. So 3/4. Okay. And if we jump on the one whole, when we see that all the full circle has been shaded, all the portions that has been equally divided were shaded. Here our figure completes. Okay. So all the portions has been consumed or used. Okay. So this one whole object has been used. So this is how we understand using a number line form. Before moving on further, it will confuse you more because it will change into improper, or you can say mixed fraction. So I won't teach you this thing at the moment. We will cover first other particular simple things that we should know before moving on to the other topic. So this is the basic level that I wanted to tell you. Let's move towards our new topic. Before moving on towards another portion of the number line that I have mentioned, first we need to understand this thing. Okay, what are the types of fractions? So fractions, okay, we have 4 types of fractions. Out of this, first one we have is proper fraction. Proper fraction, the definition is numerator should be less than denominator. Okay, when the numerator is less than denominator, its value is less than 1 or 1 whole. Okay, so that means out of the circle is a 1 whole object. Out of this is divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So out of these 5 equal divisions, we have used 2 equal parts, right? So this is less than 1. Okay, the value of this object is, this fraction is less than 1. Okay, so this object is 1 whole that has not been used fully. Okay, only 2 portions out of it, like a pizza. Okay, so we have 1 pizza, and out of that we have eaten only 2 pieces, 2 slices of pizza. So this portion, this proportion 2 out of 5 equal parts is referred as proper fraction. Okay, that means numerator should be less than denominator. Similarly, we have another circle that has been divided in 3 equal parts, and out of 3 equal parts, 1 part has been shaded. This will be referred as 1 by 3 or 1 divided by 3 or 1 out of 3. So only 1 out of 3 has been used. Okay, so numerator is less. So whenever numerator is less, this is called as proper fraction. Okay, opposite to this, we have improper. Opposite of this proper fraction is improper. Okay, when the numerator is greater than or equals to denominator. Okay, when the numerator is greater than or equals to denominator. For example, we have this one whole figure. Okay. For example, we have this one whole figure that was equally divided in 4 parts, and this whole figure has been used. 4 out of 4 parts has been used. So it is equals to numerator is equals to denominator. That also means it is a improper fraction, and it is also referred as whole number, one whole. Okay, and sometimes we see 7 out of 4 portions. How? 7 out of 4 portions has been used. So let's see this figure again. There is one circle. There are 2 circles actually. So one circle is divided in 4 parts and the other circle as well. So there were 2 objects, okay, which are circle, and both are equally divided in 4 portions. Now out of these, if you see how many portions are there, 1, 2, 3, 4 in one object. Okay, we cannot accumulate both the portions, okay, and simply say that there are 8. No, we will only refer one object at a time, okay, and we will say there are equal portions. How many? 4 in one object, but we have used 7. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, one whole has been used, and from the second object only 3 portions has been used. Please ignore that the background sound, so might be disturbing in this video, and I don't want to lose. I have taken one shot for this whole video. I don't want to lose again I have to re-record, so please ignore this background sound. So we have 4 portions and 3 portions out of the second figure. So total we have 4, 5, 6 and 7. So 7 out of 4 portions. Okay, 7 out of 4 has been used. So this is called as improper fraction. Okay, and if you see that there is one whole, okay, object and the part of the other object has been used, that means it is also a mixed fraction. There is a whole number plus the fractional part of the other object. So this and this are interrelated. Okay, so if you understand improper fraction, then mixed fraction is also included. So mixed fraction is, it is always more than 1 plus fraction of other object. Okay, so 1 and 3/4, 1 and 3/4 of the other object has been used. Okay, or 2.5 when we say. So where 1 is natural or whole number, this 1 is natural or whole number, and 3/4 is the fraction. This is called as mixed. So mixed fraction can be converted to improper, and improper fraction can be converted to mixed, which has some calculation part we'll see in the lesson later. Last, which is very easy, unit fraction. Unit fraction means the numerator will have always 1. Okay, The unit fractions have 1 as a numerator. It is a part of one whole figure. Keep in mind, only one whole can be divided in equal parts. Okay, it is called as a unit fraction. See, here we have 3 upon 4. So this is not a unit fraction. 7 upon 4 is not a unit fraction. Unit fraction have 1 as a numerator. Okay. So every natural number can be written as a fraction in which 1 is its denominator. For example, natural number 2. Okay. Simple whole number, that is 2. If nothing is there in the denominator, that means it is equals to 2 upon 1. There is a number 25. Nothing is there in the denominator. It is just a natural number, but it is equivalent to 25 upon 1. Okay, it is equal to 25 upon 1. Same with 53. 53, we don't have anything in the bottom, right? So we'll say 53 upon 1. So every natural number is an improper fraction. Okay, the value of an improper fraction is always equals to or greater than 1. So these are the points that you have to remember. So now I can tell you what is the other portion of in this number line. So here we have number 1, that one whole object, okay, has been used. Now if you are using, if you say 5 upon 4, okay, if you say the fraction 5 upon 4, how do we make this 5 upon 4? There are objects, okay, there are 2 circles or 2 any kind of object, triangle, rectangle, whatever you take. So these can be divided in 4 equal parts, and from 4 equal parts you have used one whole. That means 4 out of 4 you have already used. Okay, and that 4 out of 4, 4 upon 4 is equals to 1, and plus 1/4 upon 1/4 has been used from the other object. Okay, this is the second object, 1 whole plus 1/4. This is 1 whole. This one I have written over, drew here so that you can understand. 1 whole plus 1/4 out of the second object. So 1/4. 1 is the whole number and 1/4 is the fraction. So this makes mixed fraction. Or you can also say 5 upon 4, in which we see the numerator is bigger than the denominator, which is also called as improper fraction. You got me? Improper fraction and mixed fraction, both are interrelated. Okay. Next, if we have 6 upon 4 as a number, a fraction, then we will say 1 whole, 4 out of 4. Okay. That is 1 whole. 4 out of 4 is 4 upon 4 is 1 whole, and 4 upon 4, 1 whole plus 2 upon 4. Okay, so 4 plus 2 upon 4 has been used over here, which makes 6 upon 4. 4 plus 2, 6. So total divisions are 4, but out of that we have used 6 portions. Got me? Same, we can move on and see there are 7 portions has been used out of 4. Okay, so 7 out of 4. So this is how we make improper fractions, and we understand using this figure as a mixed fraction also. So this we will make use of these fractions in our real life examples, like in food, making the proportion of food or drinks, or we can use a fraction of time, or in money also. So whatever we are using, actually, if you see, generally we don't realize, but we are using fractions in our daily life, but we don't realize this thing. So we will see in this lesson how it is to be used practically.